Although Chelsea completed the signing of Delap last week and announcing his arrival at the club as a Chelsea player, but Chelsea are not stopping at anything. Chelsea, they're still looking for a striker. There's a report from Fabrizio Romano saying João Pedro he wants to leave, and Chelsea they are again trying to look about his availability. The availability is that um, Brighton, they know that the player wants to leave, but you know how Brighton are. They're always the toughest to negotiate. They get players at a very cheap price, and they'll make sure if the player wants to leave, they're gonna make at least three times the profit the player they got him. But looking at João Pedro, he's a very good player. He's a Premier League proven player. He's very experienced. If he comes to Chelsea, yes, let's see. Jackson is there. Delap is there. We have other like Mark Yu who are still at the club, but they're on the long term project. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit of João Pedro and Nicholas Jackson and Delap because Chelsea they've inquired again about the availability of João Pedro, which makes things tough now at Stamford Bridge for Nicholas Jackson and the new signing himself. Don't forget that we have Mark Gill, who maybe is going to go out on loan. We don't know yet, but the news which is there is that Chelsea are interested in João Pedro, and Pedro wants to move at the Brighton. He wants to play the Champions League. He wants to play high competition football, and Chelsea want to take advantage of that. Is that if he joins the club, you have opportunities to play like World Cup if he makes it through right away. If he's gonna play Champions League, you're gonna be fighting for titles than at Brighton. But let's see where this thing is going because Brighton they've actually put the price tag on João Pedro. The price tag is 70 million. So Chelsea are looking at the possibility, not the salary, but that 70 million it's a kind of amount of money whereby they can even get Isaki because also they were asking about the availability of Isaki. So it's even more close because Isaki value is about 85, 90, and they've said João Pedro he's worth 70 million euros. So Chelsea are most likely to go in for João Pedro, knowing that the wage is not the problem, but Pedro and his team they need to consider that he won't be leaving Brighton at the cheap price. So yeah, Brighton are looking to accumulate at least something very heavy. As we know them, we got Michael Correa from them, we got Caicedo from them, and if we get Joao Pedro, yes, it's going to be a good thing. But most of the players Chelsea are targeting at the strikers now. They are more like average players. Like Delap, he's more like an average player, a player who has a lot of room to improve, and he's going to bring a lot of competition to Nicholas Jackson. So, guys, before we talk about everything right now, I want you guys to like and subscribe because this time around there's more news to come, more update to come. And the news of Mike Magnani, goalkeeper, well, you know that he's really trying to push for the move to go to Chelsea. But the problem is that AC Milan they are also trying to recoup money from him. We know that though he's got 12 months remaining on his contract, so they are trying like at least to receive the money according to what they see in the value in him. But you know what? Yes, he's a great experienced player. He plays Champions League. He's played in more of the games in international football. And how would really, really love to see Chelsea yes go in and sign Mike Magnani. Coming to Chelsea, his salary is not a problem because next year he's gonna be hitting 30, and Chelsea don't want to pay much for a player who's got a 1 year left on his contract and who's gonna be in 30s next year. So they don't want to pay much. But AC Milan they are looking for at least 30 million euros, and Chelsea they submitted 15 million euros. It was rejected. So Chelsea are looking if they can go back and try to increase the amount of money. So we're gonna see Chelsea will come out strongly again on Tuesday if they'll be able like to sign Mike Magnani with an improved bid, or they're gonna ended up adding more players on top of them. But the other player who is on hot pick Chelsea with them, they're trying to negotiate about his move is Gitten. Gitten, he's the one who's on fire right now. He's going to replace maybe Modric on the left side. The ball is very good. But what they're asking for is what Chelsea are trying like to negotiate. His value is 70 million. Chelsea are trying to reduce the asking amount of money, but let's see. All those in news coming in is that Chelsea will try by all means to ask that amount to lower the asking price. But Borussia Dortmund, they're also looking at the possibilities of the replacement. They don't want to let the player leave without the replacement, because this is a short period window. They need to get someone else to replace Gitten. And Chelsea are also trying to make sure replace Modric, who's also saving a band, but who never knows, Modric gonna come anytime. So, but Gitten is on Chelsea ladder. He's on a long-term project. He accepted a 7-year contract deal. He's very young. He's still got a room to improve. He played for Man City. He plays a little bit for Chelsea, and he's coming back. And we have a lot of but now players coming from the project of Manchester City Academy, like Delapi, Enzo Maresca himself, and Giteni. So we have a lot of players coming from Manchester City Academy. Manchester City, they have a very good academy, but because of not spending too much of money, they had to let go some of academy players, leave and spread in Europe. Like Jordan Sancho was one of them. So, guys, I want you to like and subscribe, because I'll still be coming on more insightful news. Like and subscribe and share. Very soon, I have a very, very best news which I need to report in the next few hours, because it's hot as of now. See you.